Welcome to Face Islam, the program that deals with the subjects and issues that face Muslims everywhere. Today I want to talk about an Arabic word, Akhirah. Akhirah. Literally it means after. Akhir, after. The Akhirah is to us as Muslims the next life. After this life, then what? Is there anything after this life? And if so, what is it? And how can I know more about it? Many of us, maybe almost everybody on the planet at one time or another has had to encounter that thought. Is there anything after this life? And if not, then what was the purpose of this life? Now some have said, well, there is no purpose. Of course, for a Muslim, that's real hard to deal with, to think that somebody would come up with that idea. But let's go down that road for a second and think about that. A person is telling us that there is no purpose in life, there's no reason to do anything, it's just by accident. Everything came about as a result of some cosmic accident so many eons ago that people can't even calculate it to know when it happened. They have an idea that if you talk about enough years, over enough time, anything could happen. But is that really true? They have that idea. Well, I would like to share with you something. What we know of the universe today is that it is not improving, but deteriorating. Everything in the universe actually deteriorates. It doesn't increase in value. It goes down. Haven't you watched what happens to trees when they get old? They die. Have you watched what happens to rocks after centuries of water beating on them? They fall apart. We know too that the water that's salty today, originally when the earth was first starting up, you get a starting point, you're going to have an ending point, but anyway, when the earth was first starting up, the water wasn't all that salty. But it happened over so many centuries and centuries of carrying salt down to the water. The minerals, So it means things deteriorate. So if you understand that, how would you think that the earth, the sun, the solar system, the universe, the galaxy, the Milky Way, everything that we know came about as a result of an accident? If a hurricane or a tornado goes through a junkyard where they have all the old refrigerators and stoves and cars piled up, and all of this would be swirled around in this tornado and then come down to earth and smash there and be a nice, beautiful new car? Huh? You know and I know that's not true. In fact, speaking of cars, whenever we watch cars go down the street, we look at them and say, there's a Cadillac, Mercedes, Volvo, there's Toyota. Don't we do that? No, we didn't see them make those cars, but we still believe those cars were made by those companies in those places. We don't have to go there to know that they had a manufacturer, and you don't have to go very far to realize that this life we live in has a creator. Because everything in this universe has a pattern that it follows. How did it get into that pattern? If it was by accident, it's the most amazing thing in the world to even try to understand that. And then to say that life comes out of an accident. Where did life come from? And where did reason and brain power come from? The more you think about it, the more you realize this is real. It's a life, it will end, and then what? What is going to come after? Take a few minutes yourself, visit the website that we've got called Face Islam, and look for your opportunity to get the free Quran. Whether you want to read it online or we can send you one, I would love for you to explore what the Quran tells us about the afterlife, the Akhirah. Because if you can just get in your mind that you're going to be somewhere in the next life, that's opening a door for you. and it might get you started on something that will benefit you here in this life and the Akhirah. And I hope for you that. I hope for all of us that. What we can do, take just a minute or two to think this through. Close your eyes. Now imagine that you're not here anymore. In fact, don't think about anything at all. Shut off your brain. Can you do that? Of course not. Try it. Can't do it. You'll keep thinking about something. And just the same way that you can do that, I'm telling you that at the moment of death, it'll all become real clear. There really is another life after this life. No, you're not going to have this body anymore. This body is going to deteriorate. You already know about that. But the soul that's inside of you, that thinking, loving, emotional being inside of you is going to go to another life. And that's a fact. And that's Face Islam.